In the solution of same-sex marriage, we must leave out our religious beliefs because of the separation of church and state. Most arguments against gay marriage are purely based on religious and moral beliefs, but there aren't much political, social, or economic harm that make the institution of marriage a bad idea between same-sex couples. Economic growth is already being shown in New York by passing the amendment to their constitution allowing gay marriage, with a projected $184 million in net spending for just 2011 alone. In this case, with our struggling economy, why not enact this policy for the United States as a whole? There is only one solution to this problem: pass legislation that allows same-sex couples to be married. To solve this problem, Congress must work on passing legislation that nullifies the amendments in the 30 states that ban marriage between same-sex couples. The whole premise of what our nation was founded on was the separation of church and state. The states and federal governments have put themselves into an issue that is completely a religious matter. If a religion offers to marry a same-sex couple and is completely okay with it, it's not the government's place to become involved. Second, they must change the definition of marriage from a man and a woman to two human beings. That way there is no loopholes in the system for people worried about polygamy becoming the next issue legalized are satisfied with the outcome as well. If, however, the government decides not to change the definition of marriage and nullify the amendments in the states that ban marriage between same-sex couples, the benefits that are offered to married couples should be offered to those involved in domestic partnerships and civil unions. It's not fair to offer a married couple of 30 years tax breaks and benefits, but not offer the same-sex couples those same benefits if they're in a domestic partnership for 30 years. Also, for gay couples who have adopted but have not been able to be married, it is hard for them to file tax deductions on children as a single parent instead of being a married couple with a child as a dependent. Furthermore, the couples are entitled to having a the couples aren't entitled to having health care as a couple. They must have two separate insurance plans. This is damaging the economy because couples are struggling to keep their heads above water. But if they were allowed to marry and become part of the same insurance plan, they would save thousands per year, which would generate more spending and economic growth in the economy. If the government can't come to a conclusion on what to do about this public issue, they should stay out of all marriages and leave it to the individual religions to decide if they want to allow same-sex marriage or not. Still, they would have to change the definition of marriage, but it would keep the idea of separation of church and state strong because they would have no affairs in the matter at all. The best conclusion, in my opinion, is to completely discard the word marriage and refer to all marriages as civil unions. And all of the benefits offered to couples in marriages now would be offered to those in civil unions. It is a tricky decision for this public issue because so many people feel so strongly about their religion and their beliefs. But we have to disregard our religious beliefs and look towards what the opportunities same-sex marriage offers to the United States government as a whole, socially, politically, and especially economically during these trying financial times. If the benefits of same-sex marriage outweigh the disadvantages, we must act on it. It is up to us, the people of the United States, to fight for our rights as human beings, which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Same-sex couples are on the way to the pursuit of happiness, but not being able to be married is hindering their happiness.